Hi, I'm Adrienne with Lotus Expansions, and today I was called to share the message of how I go about maybe picking the support for my day, or kind of the routine that I go through using the holistic tools available to kind of set up the message for either the day, the week, the month, the year. You can use it in pretty much any situation. Now there's many ways that you can do this. There's so many different kinds of holistic tools, but I'm just going to kind of share with you the way I run through that routine pretty much on a daily basis, and sometimes adding in maybe a few others if I'm needing, extra support through the day or trying to gain clarity on something either for the week or a project. You can use it for basically anything life related, support related, anything that you are trying anything that you're trying to gain clarity on. So what I do is I typically draw a oracle card or a tarot card for the day, and I feel like that really helps set off the tone and will really help me figure out where I need to focus in on. I will be doing, I think, a informative video about tarot and oracle cards and how to use those in a non intimidating way, I guess maybe maybe you've been using them for a long time, so it's not anything that's new to you, but for some people it can be something that they're not really sure about. So I would love to do a video that's more in depth about that. So the card that I drew today was Temperance, and it's the messages coming are being mindful of decisions, needing balance, everything in moderation, personal goals, connecting with the larger scope and sense of purpose, certain things like that. Every deck kind of has their interpretations, and of course there are a ton of different symbolism and things that go into these pictures and the decks and the messages and numerology and all sorts of amazing things that really help get clear, different messages. And then of course your intuitive sense of how you feel like these messages are being applied to your life. Another aspect of this card is kind of continuing in grace and clarity, caring, loving kinds of energy in your life as you go on this journey. So I was just really resonating with some of these messages that I was getting today and things that have been going on. And of course, all of these messages are going to be personal depending upon what's going on in your life. I just love how this card looks. This is part of the Star Child tarot deck. So from using that, the card is also associated with the throat chakra, and so therefore, it's very like kind of like not teal, but like a really kind of light sky blue sort of. And one of the crystals that came up with it is kyanite, which is a really incredible crystal. So I kind of go through the process of cards, crystals, oils. You can also add in, like, there's so many other different tools that you could probably use, like color therapy and sound healing, and the list kind of goes on and on, meridians and stuff. So, but this is the crystal that I felt drawn to pair with my messages today, and it helps produce logical thought and meditation, powerful transformation. All of the messages today are kind of a transformative kind of growth within your body, mind, and spirit kind of a connection. And this is also a really powerful cleansing crystal. So this is not one that you would necessarily have to clear all of the time, because it really kind of transmutes that negativity. So it's great for negative thoughts, emotions, and situations going on. It's also an amplifier. It amplifies high vibrational frequencies. It's an amazing little crystal. So I just kind of wanted, and well, so expanding on from there, you know, as I have my card and my crystal, I also typically pick an oil as well, and I also picked DDR Prime, which will be my oil of the week, so stay tuned for that on Wednesday, and I will dive a little bit deeper into all of the support that this brings, because that can be a lot to take on at once. But those are my messages for today that I definitely felt very in alignment. People have different ideas of how all of these things are chosen, your higher self, the universe, your guides. It really just depends on what you connect with the most at the moment and what you are really feeling. You can also use a way to choose messages by using a pendulum, getting to know your pendulum, which way is yes and which way is no, and it can help guide you on, you know, what you're needing that day, what tools to use, what is going to serve your greatest good. So I hope that that is helpful for somebody. I know this is more of a basic kind of tip for somebody who maybe doesn't know or is just kind of getting in to those things, but I think it's always something that's really great to share and to see how different people spend their time during the day to seek their messages and connect with those. Let me know down below what your daily ritual is for receiving messages, whether it's from your guides or, you know, your higher self, what kind of practice you have in place for finding out the message of the day to really help guide, bring focus and clarity into your daily life. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.